Morning everybody, and who would believe it, start of another week today, and nearly the end of November and into December this week. So yesterday was the first Sunday in Advent, and we lit the first candle, the first Advent candle at our service, and we will continue to do so over the next Sundays up until the end of Advent. So I hope those who managed to church yesterday, the weather was not good yesterday morning. That was our worst day so far, I think, with the snow, and a number of people I know didn't venture out because of the weather, and quite rightly so, and those who did all had on their boots, which included myself, so that was the first day of boots I think this year, but they were certainly required yesterday morning anyway to get started on the day. So I hope everybody's doing okay and start off another week. Hopefully it will not be as busy for us as it has been over the last 2 or 3 weeks, just one thing after another, but hopefully it will be a wee bit quieter as the time goes on now. So still very cold today, very dull, but hopefully folk will be getting out and about and looking after each other and everyone else round about. So nothing much else I don't think to report. We have been reading through Acts, and we will do that 30th of September today and tomorrow, and I think on Monday we will start, sorry not Monday, the 1st of December, which is Wednesday I think, we will start some of the Advent readings. So today anyway we will finish today and tomorrow if I can divide this up. Yes, I will do. I will divide this up. We'll just have part of the rest of Acts chapter 13, I think we're on today, and the other part, the end of it, tomorrow. So nothing like being completely disorganised, is there? So we're starting today at Acts chapter 13, verse 26. My fellow Israelites, descendants of Abraham, and all Gentiles here who worship God, it is to us that this message of salvation has been sent. For the people who live in Jerusalem and their leaders did not know that he is the Saviour, nor did they understand the words of the prophets that are read every Sabbath. Yet they made the prophets' words come true by condemning Jesus. And even though they could find no reason to pass the death sentence on him, they asked Pilate to have him put to death. And after they had done everything that the scriptures say about him, they took him down from the cross and placed him in a tomb. But God raised him from death, and for many days he appeared to those who had travelled with him from Galilee to Jerusalem. They are now witnesses to him, to the people of Israel. And we are here to bring the good news to you, what God promised our ancestors he would do. He has now done for us, who are their descendants, by raising Jesus to life. As it is written in the 2nd Psalm, "You are my son, today I have become your father." And this is what God said about raising him from death, never to rot away in the grave. I will give you the sacred and sure blessings that I promised to David, as indeed he says in another passage, "You will not allow your faithful servant to rot in the grave." For David served God's purpose in his own time, and then he died, was buried with his ancestors, and his body rotted in the grave. But this did not happen to the one whom God raised from death. All of you, my fellow Israelites, are to know for sure that it is through Jesus that the message about forgiveness of sins is preached to you. You are to know that everyone who believes in him is set free from all the sins from which the law of Moses could not set you free. Take care then, so that what the prophets said may not happen to you. Look, you scoffers, be astonished and die, for what I am doing today is something that you will not believe, even when someone explains it to you. Amen, and God bless this reading from Acts chapter 13. So, not much else to report. We did get our first Christmas card yesterday, so remember, we're just going to have the same last year with Christmas cards. I think people did like that, and it does save us all the hassle that we're not supposed to be handing out things still and passing things round and all kinds of things. So one Christmas card from a person, we will take a picture of it and make the wee video again we did last year. I think it was lovely at the start of the service to see people's messages, and the fact that they were all nice handwritten messages made a big difference. So we've got our first card and we'll get started with that. We'll do one, I think, this week. If you're coming to the Craft and Hobbies on Wednesday, if you bring a card with you, then we can add it and get the wee film made for this Sunday to get it started. So take care, everybody. Any questions, let us know. Other than that, we'll see you about round and about when we see you, and if not, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.